have a very unconventional push-up for you today. Matter of fact, one of my clients, after I showed this to him in a private training session, he called this a Jason Bourne push-up. If any of you know the Jason Bourne movies, you know that the main character, he's like a hitman, assassin, and he's, throughout the whole movie, he's running and gunning, he's being chased, he's doing the chasing, he's moving his body while having to problem solve at the same time. That's much different than just regular gym exercise, okay? So this push-up that I'm going to show you, it's great for martial arts, sports, anything where you have to make decisions on the fly. This will make a lot more sense as we move forward. Let's take a look. So I first learned these push-ups, and really it's a groundwork exercise where I'm going to be using kind of the push-up as the home base to go from one movement to the next to the next. All right. I first learned this kind of training at a Systema, a Russian martial arts seminar by Vladimir Vasiliev. And the first time and this was many years ago, I think 2011 or so, first time I saw him move on the ground, I thought, wow, what is that? And it was this complete fluid movement where he's instinctively going from one movement to the next, and it's very much conducive to martial arts training or any sport where you need to make decisions on the fly, where your brain needs to problem solve and move, okay? Now, if I just go do a regular old push-up, you know, get in a good push-up position and pump out reps, I don't need to use my brain very much, okay? I don't have to think about the movement too much. I can just get in position and pump them out. I call those brain dead exercises, okay? Where you really don't have to think much. But we can add twists to this and make some natural movement where we make transitions and make the push-up now a problem-solving exercise. Now I'm going to start in this sitting position, okay? And then I'm going to do a push-up. By starting in not a push-up position, but by here, it's going to force me to problem solve my mind to figure out how to get to the push-up position and then get back to the sitting home base position. And I'm not going to do like a technique where I'm going to do this, then this, and this. I'm just going to go where my body tells me the easiest way to get there. Right now, as I sit here, I feel to get in a push-up position, if I just lean this way, kick my legs back, do a push-up, and come back, and I did it, okay? My goal as I do that is to do it as smooth and effortless as possible with the least amount of choppy muscle tension movements. So the wrong thing to do, all right, now many of you, I say wrong, but many of you, you won't have the ability yet to move smoothly. So what I just showed you there was a smoother option, but a lot of you will start and you'll be clunky, okay? You'll go maybe down here, you're gonna have to situate yourself, come here, do a push-up. It's real mechanical, boom, 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 rather than smooth and effortless like that, okay? So you work on that. You work on getting from your home base position to a push-up and back. Another way to do it, I'll give you another idea, would be, I'll get in a better position, is I'm like this, I'm on my home base. I am going to go ahead and lean back, do a log roll into a push-up, come back, log roll, come back to home base, okay? So there's a variety of different ways to get to the push-up from the sitting. And I don't want to give you an exact way because that kind of defeats the movement of the natural movement where you're feeling your body, which way it's leaning or posed, or, you know, you got your restrictions too. If you got a tight back, you're going to be doing it differently than someone that doesn't have a tight back. But I want to give you a few ideas, okay? And that's why I'm showing you that log roll and this simple, just kick your hips up, push up, and then come back. Okay, so you work on that a while. And then as you get better at just being smooth from home base, push up back to home base, now you can add another element. You know, I could add those two together. I could go here, log roll, push up, back to here, kick my legs out, push up, here, log roll, and to here. Back and forth from push-up to the next transition movement to the next. Now, one thing that's really important as you do this, breathe. Don't hold breath. If you hold breath, you're going to tense up and not move as smoothly. All right? Relax the body. Try to relax the muscles and use your momentum from the last movement. It's like when I do this, okay, when I swing my hips back, that momentum is helping me do the push-up, and then I come back. Rather than always stopping. If you do that, it's like red light, green light movement. You're stopping at the red light, then you got to start again. Let your last movement power the next movement, okay? And you need to be relaxed to do that. The other thing is when you start moving like this, you're going to naturally start activating fascia strength. When you move smoothly, you turn off muscle tension. If your muscles are tight, you don't have as much muscle contraction. But to do a push-up, you need strength. Well, if I'm not using as much muscle contraction and I'm using my body's natural power, I'm using fascia strength. Okay, and one little hint you can do while you go to do the push-up, think of lengthen your body from the inside out. Basically, your body's taking up more space as you press off the ground to do the push-up. So I'm here, I lengthen from the inside. Instead of collapsing and tightening with muscles, I take up more space with my body as I press off and do that push-up. Before I forget to mention, make sure you're doing this on a softer surface. I'm on cement right here, which is the hardest surface to do this work. But as you start out and you're unsure of yourself, go with, a matted area would be great. Outside in the grass would probably be second best. Carpeted floor would be better than hardwood. And of course, cement would be the worst. It's less, the harder the surface, the less forgiving. And it just makes it very challenging to be smooth and effortless like we're trying to do as we move on the ground. I'm gonna right now give you a taste of what this exercise can look at as you get better and you're able to transition more dynamically with different movements. So I'll do some front rolls, back rolls, going back into the position. I'll even come up into a stand-up and then I'll come back down into a push-up and just give you an idea what it can look like. All right, again, I'm gonna start from the sitting position. And I'm just moving smooth, relaxed, following my momentum, seeing where it takes me, going to do a push-up every once in a while. And you just get so you move smoothly from one movement to the next. Every transition, you need to make a decision. You're problem solving. So take your time, move smoothly, and have fun with this. My suggestion going forward with this exercise is have fun with it. My mentor, like I said, Vladimir Vasiliev, showed me this exercise. And one of the things he told me is be childlike when you're doing this work on the ground. Don't treat it like you're an adult doing an exercise. That in itself brings tension to the body. Go on the ground and just move freely like a kid. Not a care in the world, you're having fun. That demeanor in itself will teach you to turn off muscle tension and activate fascia strength. You'll start moving the body more freely the way you want as you know, if you're an athlete or a martial artist or in the military, anybody that's got to move their body freely, running and gunning, making decisions. Have fun with it. If you want to go forward with this training, I'll leave the link down below for fascia strength and power. Other than that, we'll see you in the next video.